about the Democrats' process of choosing a new nominee, and he has some questions about legal issues he says might come up. Here it is.
I expect that there will be litigation over that. So we'll see how it develops. We're doing our job here in Washington. The states will be handling that. But I do think it's problematic. I think millions of the American people believe that this is problematic. This is not the way the system is supposed to work. There's a reason it's unprecedented. You don't just, steamroll the rules and the process because you decide that your candidate is no longer suitable.
Were rules and process steamrolled here? Do you think there could be a problem, Congressman?
I think Republicans will do anything to try to keep her off the ballot wherever they can or to limit her funding because they know she is surging and is likely to defeat their nominee. We have such a contrast between the old Trump and the new generation Kamala Harris. I think we'll be successful, but we may have to, they're always out there trying to suppress the vote. We're trying to bring it out. I'm sure there'll be much litigation, but I think ultimately any fair court will allow the Democrats to have a nominee on the ballot in every state.
Hey folks, Dale Jackson here for Yellowhammer Now. Let's talk about ballot access. In the state of Alabama, we saw the Alabama legislature go out of their way to fix the Democrats' problem by providing an opportunity to still get on the Alabama ballot, even though it was beyond when current Alabama law said that they could. Alabama Republicans, supermajority, said, no, democracy is important. And they said, okay, we will allow them to do so. And now whoever the Democrats choose at their convention, it will be Kamala Harris, by the way, just FYI. Whoever they choose there will be on the Alabama ballot. But that may not be so simple elsewhere.
Something that has not been talked about, the mechanics of replacing him.
Oh, yeah.
The piece that hasn't been talked about is Republicans will sue in virtually every state that matters. Not all 50 states, but they're going to sue the moment Democrats try to make this move to block access to the ballot of whoever.
Like it's a bait and switch or something?
Well, ballot access rules are state controlled.
Okay.
So they will choose about 20 states that really matter, and they will tie this up in the courts and go all the way to the Supreme Court before November to say you cannot replace Joe Biden on the ballot. They won't win many of them, but if they win a couple critical states, that matters to the presidency. So I'm not a Democrat, as I said last week. If you're going to replace Joe Biden because of the polls, there's a lot of work that's got to get done.
Now, like I said, this is not a problem here in the state of Alabama, and I don't really think it's that big of a deal elsewhere across the country. Kamala Harris will be on the ballot in most places. She'll have enough places to go to get the 270 electoral college votes if she can, but it's not going to happen. She's going to get drubbed like she was running for a job in California. The real issue here is all very clear. Remember who did this. Democrats told you democracy was important, and then they tried to remove Donald Trump from the ballot. They tried to do it by going through ballot challenges. They tried to put him in jail. They have tried over and over and over to do things that fly in the face of their argument that they're here to save democracy. Republicans, like in Alabama, let Democrats up off the mat because that's what they do. Not because they love democracy or anything like that. It's because they're kind of chumps sometimes. Democrats, they don't do that. And so if this doesn't go well for them, they're going to finally get a little bit of what they deserve, and I'm completely okay with that.